1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hello, welcome to my closet. I know this is quite the intimate setting we have here, but I just figured, let's be real for a moment with this vlog. Let's show you the real stuff behind the scenes. Right now, I am packing for my trip, which will also be the start of my reading / week in my life type of vlog. I will be reading King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo, which is actually perfect timing because Jordan Harvey is going to have a live show about this book on her channel. The live show will be on Sunday, May 5th at 5 p.m. It'll be Jordan and Kat from Paperback Dreams and me all reunited together again on her channel. I just want to say before starting this book that my expectations are low. I've heard mixed things about this book so far, and from past experience, Leigh Bardugo has been a hit or a miss for me, because when she gets it right, man, she fucking gets that shit right. But when she doesn't, so I don't have complete faith in this, but we'll see. I also want to thank Tasha from Her Nose Stuck in a Book for sending me this book. She actually sent me the bookmark for it and the signed copy by Leigh Bardugo. So thank you so much for that. Without her, this vlog wouldn't even be happening. So, even if this book sucks ass, damn does it look beautiful. Look at that shit. Look at this thick boy right here. I am gonna start this book tomorrow morning when I board my plane to Miami, which is actually why I have my suitcase here. This week I'm gonna be in Miami to work on another photo shoot. The client is not Adidas this time, it is somebody else. I'll let you figure it out. Okay, so let's pack. First things first, we're gonna pack books, obviously, because when you go on a trip, what else are you supposed to pack? Underwear? I don't think so. So obviously we're gonna pack King of Scars. When I go on a trip, I like to carry smaller books with me so that they are just easier to carry around if I wanna take pictures for my Bookstagram. So the smallest book that I have with me right now is actually the most recent one I got from my library, which is Teaching My Mother How to Give Birth by Warsan Shire. This is a poetry book. I'm also gonna pack The City in the Middle of the Night by Charlie Jane Anders, which is an adult sci-fi book that I recently got from the library. So my plan is I'm gonna try to read most of King of Scars on my plane ride to Miami, and then during the week when I get to travel around, hopefully I will be able to take nice pictures of these two books, and then by the time I fly back home, assuming that I might finish King of Scars by then, I will start on my new book, which is What Works for Women at Work. I don't know if the fact that I'm reading a workbook after I finish a work trip means that I have a problem. But those are the 4 books that I am gonna pack for my trip. And clothes. I actually don't know what I'm gonna pack for clothes. Apparently it's gonna be in the 80s in Miami, but over here it's been in the 50s, so I haven't worn shorts in months. I haven't seen my legs in a really long time, and I'm kind of afraid. So I'm gonna be staying for 4 nights, which means 4 pairs of underwear should be the minimum, right? Like a normal hygienic person would carry that much. Yes, I'm showing my underwear on camera. I know, it's scandalous. This is actually perfect because I have exactly 4 pairs of underwear left. I don't know what happened to the rest of them. For my socks, 1, 2, oh fuck, I don't have enough socks. And the socks that I do have are completely mismatched. I don't know where the fuck my underwear and socks are. I should have probably thought of this ahead instead of the night before my trip. Fuck it, I'm just gonna pack them. Okay, Miami. It's gonna be hot as balls, so these are the only shorts I have. I don't know if they fit me. That's for my future self to worry about. Got my bra, got my sexy Hello Kitty pajamas. I got my pajama shirt. I'm gonna pack my deodorant because I'm probably gonna sweat balls. Okay, if it's 80 degrees, I'm gonna wear crop tops. Is this professional to wear with my booty shorts? Probably not, but it's also gonna be hot, so what do you expect from me? And then just in case it gets a little bit cold, I'm gonna bring my hoodie with me. Other necessities. Sunblock, eyeliner, and makeup wipes. I'm gonna try to look not as ugly as I usually do. I'm gonna bring my antidepressants so that when I'm still ugly, I won't be sad about it. And then I'm gonna bring my retainers and floss because hygiene is also important. I think that pretty much covers it. I don't know what else I need to bring other than my laptop and my charger. Okay, now I'm all packed. See you tomorrow at 6 a.m. I hope I wake up. Okay, I'm supposed to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow and it's already 10:30. I've been staying up because, first of all, I posted the Asian readathon today and I asked to like crowdsource Asian book recommendations, and holy shit, so many fucking people recommended Asian books. I truly underestimated the number of fucking Asians out there in the world. So I've been having to add them, and then I also have a Skillshare video that I am supposed to submit to John this week that I need to get done ahead of time because I'm not gonna have time to do it during my work trip, obviously. But I just finished it and I am going to send it to him and then get his approval. I just had my work trip coincide with so many booktube things, and I'm usually not that busy. Like, I usually don't have a life, but of course the one time that I do have a bunch of shit happening, it all happens at once. Fantastic. Good morning. It is 5 a.m. and I want to die. Guess who fucking forgot their passport? Because I'm an idiot! Dear Google, I am so sorry that you have to deal with such a dumbass for your photo shoot. So my dumb ass realized that I forgot my passport at home halfway through my Uber ride. So then I had to go back home and then back to the airport. They hadn't boarded for my flight yet, but I wasn't allowed to board in and I had to buy the next available flight, which I'm sure Google will not be expensing for me. So that's my own money that I had to pay for my own stupidity. My next flight is gonna leave not at 6 a.m., but at 12 p.m. I mean, the good thing is we don't actually have to work on the photo shoot yet today. We're actually arriving a day earlier than we need to be. And Google isn't actually arriving to Miami until later tonight. I'm not actually required to do anything today, so it'll be fine. I just feel bad for looking unprofessional. I mean, obviously I am unprofessional, but I feel bad that it is so obvious this time. I thought that by reading King of Scars, I would get away from Alina, but it turns out I am Alina. Just to be clear, I have never ever forgotten my passport before, so this is the first time I've forgotten it. I don't know why I did, because it's such an obvious thing. It's literally like the first thing I think of to pack. I think I must have had a lot on my mind because there's so many things going on that I have to take care of, like the Asian readathon and the Skillshare video, and then obviously this work trip. I've been having to put together like the shot list and the wardrobe and the casting, and then I have to lead the production when we're done with the photo shoot too. I think my head was just like so caught up in all of the things I needed to take care of that I totally forgot about the obvious. But maybe I'm just making excuses for being a dumbass. arrived in Miami, but I have no idea where the hell my hotel is. This is my first time ever in this state too, and is hot as balls as expected. Usually my travels are not this messy, but of course the one time I decide to vlog it, it is. Oh my god, I think I see it. It's right there. Dude, it is fucking survival mode out here. You put an Asian girl in Florida, she gonna end up dead. Oh my god, I finally made it. We did it. We barely survived, but we did it. Oh my god, that took fucking forever. I am just gonna settle down for a bit before I jump back into work and pretend that I am a functional, competent human being. But just to give you guys a book update, I got pretty far ahead of King of Scars because I obviously had a lot of time to kill. I am on page 370. I'm not gonna spoil anything, so just to give some general thoughts, I am actually pleasantly surprised at how quickly I am able to warm up to Zoya and Nikolai, because I remember when I read the Grisha trilogy, I really didn't give a shit about them either way. They are much more endearing to read about in this book, and I think it's because Leigh Bardugo has improved a lot as a writer, and we're finally reading a story where they are the main characters. I remember how I didn't even care about Zoya at all when I read the Grisha trilogy because she was such a caricature, but in here she actually feels like a real character, which is great. And another surprising thing is that I did not expect to like the relationship between Nikolai and Zoya. In this book, they have developed this friendship and this loyalty to each other for the past couple of years, and it's really nice to read about. This is not a spoiler, okay? Because I don't actually know if they're meant to be a couple or not. I'm just saying that I fuck with it. They can get it, okay? I also realized that I vibe very much with Leigh Bardugo's dialogue. I like the smart-ass comments that the characters make to each other and the back and forth dialogue that they have. I know a common critique, especially for Six of Crows, is that it's not realistic for a character to just be witty 100% of the time, but I find it appealing. I think she writes sharp dialogue, and I think it helps make the characters more likable. So all of the characters that I didn't give a shit about in the Grisha trilogy, I now finally am willing to read about in this book. So I guess the lesson is set your expectations extremely low and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Also, let's address the elephant in the room. There is a character from Crooked Kingdom whose name gets mentioned a lot throughout this book. And you know, it's been a while since I finished Crooked Kingdom. It's been a while since I've cried since 3 a.m. over that book. And yet, when I read that character's name, I feel things again, okay? I feel things. I even teared up a little bit at the airport just remembering that person. I mean, I miss all of the Six of Crows characters. It's not quite the same without them, but every time they do get mentioned in King of Scars, it is a delight. And then every time Alina gets mentioned, I'm like, oh yeah, that bitch. So that's pretty much my update for now. I am gonna go ahead and get settled and get back to work and try to survive the rest of my trip. All right, see you later.
Darling, you send me, I know you send me. Darling, you send me, I know you.
Well, I ended up getting a bit more work done on the rooftop where there was like a pool just because the weather was nice. Basically, I'm working on revising the shot list with the props and wardrobe that we need for the shoot, and I am about to leave for dinner in a few minutes. We are gonna eat at a place called Fook. Sounds like it's gonna be fucking awesome. I think it's like Mediterranean food or something. Honestly, all I've eaten today is airport food, so anything is better in comparison.
En mis sueños te colmo, en mis sueños te colmo de bendiciones.
Sufro la inmensa pena de nuestra vida. Siento el dolor profundo de tu partida. Y yo sin que sepas que el llanto mío tiene lágrimas negras, tiene lágrimas negras como mi vida.
Good morning. It is 8 a.m. on Thursday. Last night I got to read one more chapter from King of Scars, but I decided to call it an early night because it's going to be a very long day for the rest of the week. I am now on page 383, and in the last chapter that I read last night, we find out something about Hannah, about who she is related to, and it is scandalous. I'm just wondering, can Nina ever catch a fucking break, or is she just doomed to care about people in the worst possible circumstances? Her life is like a soap opera, but I have faith in her, and I still like Hannah very much, and I think that she'll come around. So I'm looking forward to reading more about this new character. I'm also still waiting for Nikolai and Zoya to hook up. I don't know if they're actually a thing or not, I just want them to bang. Other than that, I am gonna get breakfast with my coworkers, and then I am going to a wardrobe fitting to make sure that the clothes fit the actors that we're gonna get for the photo shoot. Wardrobe has actually been really fun to work on because I get to put together all these outfit pieces that real people will actually wear, and it makes me feel like a fashionista even though all I wear is black and gray every day. Anyway, I'm off to breakfast now, so let's go.
Groupies follow me like Twitter. I'm rolling up my catnip and shitting in your litter. Why you looking bitter? I be looking better. The type of bitch that make you wish that you ain't never met her. The editor, director, plus I'm my own boss. So posh, nails fierce with the gold gloss, which means nobody getting over me. I got the swag and it's pumping out my ovaries. Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Them basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Them basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Like Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Them basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother. Gucci, Gucci, Louis.
Havana, oh, na na. Half of my heart is in Havana, oh, na na. He took me back to East Atlanta, na na na. Oh, but my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners, Havana, oh, na.